Hello lovely people. In this video today, we are going to see a conversation between an English language learner and an English language trainer, where the learner is asking a lot of questions that can be a question of yours as well regarding learning English, and the trainer is answering all the questions. I hope you will also find the solution of your problem through this conversation. I am Priyanka Chaudhary and welcome to my channel. So without any further ado, let's dive in this conversation and see what are the solutions. Hi, I'm trying to improve my English. Can you help me? Of course, I would be happy to help. What specific areas are you struggling with? Well, I find it hard to remember vocabulary and use it in sentences. That's common. To improve vocabulary, try reading regularly and noting down new words. Then, practice using them in sentences to reinforce your memory. How can I enhance my pronunciation? Good question. Listening to native speakers, practicing pronunciation exercises, and using online resources like pronunciation guides can be helpful. Consistent practice is the key. And what about grammar? I often get confused with tenses. Tenses can be tricky. Focus on one tense at a time and practice constructing sentences using it. Also, read English text to see how tenses are used naturally in context. Should I watch English movies or TV shows to improve my speaking and listening skills? Absolutely. Watching and listening to native speakers will expose you to natural language patterns. Try to mimic their pronunciation and pay attention to how they express ideas. I struggle with understanding idioms and expressions. Any advice? Idioms can be challenging, but exposure is key. Read English books, watch shows, and listen to conversation. Over time, you will become more familiar with common idioms and expressions. How can I practice writing in English? Start with simple sentences and gradually move to more complex structures. Keep a journal, write short essays, and seek feedback to improve. Consistent writing will enhance your skills over time. Thank you for the tips. How often should I practice to see improvement? Consistency is crucial. Aim for daily practice, even if it's just for a short time. This will help reinforce what you have learned and gradually build your language skills. I appreciate your guidance. Any final advice for someone learning English? Stay patient and persistent. Learning a language takes time, so celebrate small victories and enjoy the process. Surround yourself with English as much as possible and don't be afraid to make mistakes. They are part of the learning journey. That's encouraging. I often feel nervous when speaking with native speakers. Any tips for overcoming this anxiety? It's normal to feel nervous, but practice can help. Start with simple conversations, maybe with language exchange partners or friends. The more you speak, the more confident you will become. What about expanding my vocabulary? It feels overwhelming with so many words. Break it down into manageable chunks. Focus on a specific theme or category each week. For example, learn words related to food, then move on to hobbies. This way, you will gradually build a diverse vocabulary. I struggle with preposition. They seem so confusing. Any advice on mastering them? Prepositions can be puzzling, but practicing in context helps. Read sentences where prepositions are used naturally and pay attention to how they connect words. Over time, you will develop a better understanding. Is it better to learn British English or American English? Both are acceptable, but it depends on your goals. If you have a specific preference or plan to live in a particular English-speaking regions, focus on that variant. Otherwise, a mix of both can give you a well-rounded understanding. I often forget irregular verbs. How can I memorize them more effectively? Create flashcards or a list of irregular verbs and their past forms. Review them regularly and use them in sentences to reinforce your memory. Practice is key for mastering irregular verbs. Thank you for all the advice. I sometimes get confused about using a or n before a word. Can you help? Certainly. Use a before words that start with consonant sound and n before words that begin with a vowel sound. It's based on the sound, not the actual letter. For example, a university and an hour. Your explanations are really clear. I appreciate your help. I'm glad to hear that. Remember, learning a language is a gradual process. If you ever have more questions or need further assistance, feel free to reach out. Happy learning. And that's it for today's video. I hope you found the solution of your problems as well. If it is so and you found this video quite worth watching and relatable, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you won't miss any English learning content in future. Till then, bye bye. Take care.